question for me?
Yeah, we can start with questions that were submitted in advance.
Mhm.
The first one comes from an anonymous submitter and is saying that they are struggling with a massive decision. And upon waking up in the morning, the answer is clear and they feel calm. Then they start to use their head and very soon change the decision. Their question is, are the first thoughts upon waking the ones to listen to or throughout the day?
Well, it depends what the matter is to know. So, is the whatever, if your nature is always uncertain, swapping, changing, you have to make a decision. Whatever is important to your personal mental well being and emotional well being, if your decision is based on economical well being and you are a person who ruled by emotions and the poor mental health, you will have a struggle. If you are mentally strong, emotionally strong, and if your life is ruled by economy and you take a decision based on your heart, you are going to struggle. So the best decision you have to make is based on your nature, what rules your life. Doesn't matter you listening during the day or in the morning. If it's constantly repeating answer every day is the same in the morning after a good rest, or during the day your answer is influenced by activities the day you live. So you have to make a call based on your nature. What rules your nature? If you're mentally ruled, emotionally ruled, or you're ruled by the economy. So, and I don't know what the decision is, but nobody can decide for you. Remember that if you're looking for somebody to make a call for you, so you can find somebody to put under the print. I did it because of that person. If you are looking for a some that kind of guidance, you are not going to get from me. The best decision person will make is yourself. Evaluate your mental, emotional, and physical health and your economical health, and you make a decision and make sure you are okay with it. You don't have any regret. But if you do make a decision or you're looking for somebody to guide it so you can actually put that person responsible for if anything goes wrong, I am not that person for you. I only can help you to make your own decision. Okay? Don't listen for the morning, don't listen for during the day. You have entire evaluation of your emotional, mental, physical, and economical well-being. Then you make a decision. Or if you make a decision all of a sudden, sometimes that can be very foolish. That can be uh, they may create a little regret inside. So you want to make sure that you are 100% absolutely okay with it, whatever decision you make. Because remember, nothing stay permanent. Whatever you make a decision, soon you will be bored with it. You have to make another decision. So it's cycle carries on. So all change all the time. Next, Mr.
Okay. I think Delara might have a question.
It is related to the previous questions. Um, what does it mean, karmical person?
What do you mean,
Uh,
karmical?
and isn't it more important than if persons see his destination? It was not me who asked the question, but it is very, I think everybody have this um, dilemma, what is right to do for him, whether to be followed by mind, by your emotions, or maybe there is, if person sees something which is like
Okay.
from childhood,
What is the mind, Delaro?
hmm?
Mind is your emotional, mental, physical, and economical. All those four things affect your mind. All those four things affect every decision you make in your life. Your karmas are also revolve around all those four topics. So, if you think what is right karmically, nobody knows the past karmas people have done. You may know it, very little bit of it. You can project the future karma, but it's unpredictable. You have no guarantee that you will do that. But what you have in the present, you have a present state of mind where you can evaluate how your mind, your actions are done by the entire body. Your entire body is your mind. How does your body feel? How do you feel in the body emotionally, in the affect by the mental circumstances, physical change, economical change, that will have impact on your karma too. So whatever decision you make, your karma will change. Karma is not fixed. Karma is not that I am going to make the decision, that will be my karma. Nobody knows what karma is belong to you for tomorrow. You have idea of it, but not full awareness of it. If you are aware of your karma, you will not have a dilemma. What decision should I make? Did that make sense to you, Talara?
Yes.
So we actually get scared of karma quite badly. Karma is not fixed. Remember, you are the master of your karma. What have happened in the past, you cannot do anything about it. But you can change the outcome of past actions, past karma, with the present karma. What will be outcome tomorrow? So past karmas can also be changed. So next, Mr.
Thank you.
Did that make sense to you, Dilara?
Yes, thank you. Thank
Yogi, this next question comes after was received after the one of the meditation classes you taught this week, the very basic meditation you described with the Soham technique.
Uh-huh.
And the individual asks, when breathing, is the idea just to breathe naturally and watch the breath as it is, no matter how long the inhale and exhale are, or to adjust the breath in one way or another to match inhale and exhale or to deepen it?
To manage and deepen it. To manage what? If the breathing technique meditation was to say so, hum, along with the breath was accompanied by the sound of mantra. So, however long it takes you to say so, You inhale. How long it takes, say, to just relax into the body? You exhale. Or you align the mantra with your breath. So it was not breath technique, it was synchronicity of mantra in the breath. It was not to deepen the breath, to manage the breath. It was just making sure that you chant the mantra along with the breath coordination, along with your in breath, along with the out breath. The more practice is not just you come to one time and the master the practice. The Soham practice takes daily practice, first awareness, then the relationship of mind and emotions with the breath, then with the mantra in the breath, and how you remain aware of it. There is more step to that practice. It's not complete practice in a complete sense. It have more practice. I think once we usually cover that in the course. I think Joao, I think he was in the course last time when we did it. Atma Kriya meditation. We did a complete practice of Soham. It's difficult. It's not about breath. Breath plays a major role. Sometimes your Soham can be so long and your hum is probably coming almost a 5 minute later. So it was not about breath at all. It was whenever the breath happens, sound happen. Improvisation of the sound happen. So I hope that makes sense to the person.
There's two more aspects to the question. One is about posture, and the other is about mudra. And for the posture, when their mind brings their tension that they're starting to fall in and not sitting straight, should they adjust the body because they're aware that they're no longer straight,
Obviously,
or just allow the body to be where it is?
Obviously, mind wasn't practicing the Soham or breathing. If mind was practicing, mind will not even know their body posture have changed. So mind was not practicing the practice. Mind was looking for what is the fault in my body, which I can actually come out of it, giving you a possibilities to come out of the practice. If the mind was practicing or aware of the practice, one will not even know that your posture is incorrect. So mind was busy looking to escape. If you have become aware, already have escaped long ago, but now looking go back into the practice, you should address the body posture, adjust it, not stay in dilemma, should I or should not, despite neither you're practicing nor you are adjusting the posture. At least do one thing. Either practice, forget about posture, or go back, adjust the posture so you can practice. Next.
And then with the hands, what should how should they be? Should they be relaxed? Hold them in a certain way? Open upwards or downwards?
Any mudra one person like to do. Remember, mudras are mudras. They used to be sign language. They also energy power locks in the body. But only difficult task becomes you realizing that there is no mudra during the meditation. So now you're worried about mudra rather than enjoying the practice. So if you already started the practice, don't worry about it. It's just physical. You are going past the physical ability. If you are raising your vibration, transformation past the physical, you are trying to connect beyond this body, then you are worried about mudras. Mudra becomes irrelevant. Once you become in that space, once you establish yourself in that space, mudra becomes absolutely irrelevant. But as in early stage of the practice, is very important. Whatever mudra you choose during the practice, you must maintain only one mudra. Easiest way, depending what posture you are seated. If you seated Vajrasana in your lap, if you seated cross leg, lotus, palm facing up or palm facing down, whichever way is suitable for you, depending what nature you have. If you are a very ungrounded person, you may place your hand certain way. If you are very well grounded person, lots of heavy energy in the body, you may place your hand certain way, depending what kind of person you are. Next questions.
Are there any questions from people here on Zoom or on YouTube? Delaro, please.
It is related to Soham. I try to teach, not to teach, to give experience this small meditation in the class, and then the person asked me what is the meaning. For me, it is not really relevant because you focus on the vibration of the mantra.
You tell them the same message, my dear. What you gonna do if you know what is the meaning? Will that make any difference? Will you become a master of that meditation? Probably not. The problem is we want to understand, intellectualize. There's so much information, less experience. Tell them experience it, you will find out the meaning. The practice is to find out what the meaning is. Meaning will come to you when you have mastered the practice. Its meaning is very individual. When you practice Soham meditation, meaning of the mantra comes to you once you have mastered that meditation for 4 hours, 5 hours in one stretch and every day for a long period of time. Do you understand? And that is the real. It's not something I'm saying to put person off asking question. That is the answer to anyone. If anybody have desire to know what the Soham means, meditate, the meaning of the Soham will come to you. Whoever you are, that will be the meaning of Soham. Self-realization, self-understanding, and going to deepest core of yourself. And that I cannot tell that, because the only person can tell them who is meditating. If I try to tell them what the meaning is, means I'm telling the person who the person is, and that will be a projection, that will be a lie. Because I don't know that person, neither you know that person. I only can talk about myself. What Soham to me, what meaning of the Soham is to me, but that is irrelevant to everybody else. Did you understand, Tala?
Yes, thank you.
If somebody asks questions, and that is the real answer. But I can make one for if it gives them the peace. That's most things are. Words are irrelevant. Remember, I always say, every word is irrelevant. It's only useful to transfer the message. Once it have delivered the message, words become dead. They may leave certain impression if you are a person who hold on to the words and chew on them till it gives fury inside you. It's useful. But usually words are irrelevant. Somebody can say as bad words to you or to me or anybody. They don't even catch you. They don't even go near you. It only stuck one of your senses, not fully you. So if it is useful in third dimension because you get your things done. If I'm talking an English word and the guy from Korea or Russia or China or Japan or even the Portuguese, never mind anybody else. We go close to the Europe anyway. So I can say some word in Sanskrit. It might be a very odd word, or might be a not nice word, might be a very blessed word. But what message I give, what intention it is, the person will react to it. The people react to all the foreign language. Whatever you cannot understand, you will react to it. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. If you say with a nice tone, with a smile, even in the swearing word, people will say, oh wow, somebody is very happy, smiling, giving me some nice message. I have seen that with my bare eyes. I remember once in 1990s, probably Michael Jackson went to India. He was having a concert in Bombay, it was live broadcasted. And he swore in one of the songs, he mostly swears most of his songs. But he was swearing. There was one monk, and he's very old man, very, very sattvic. But he was dancing along with it and trying to repeat what he's saying. I asked him, do you understand what he's saying? Because I cannot understand anything. Because my English was very, very poor back in those days. So I only learned English in 20th century. So he said, doesn't matter. It looks good. And he's saying it with a smile and a style and attitude. That's good enough. I came back to the UK, I think, year 2006 and 7 because we love music. And somebody was playing a Bollywood music and doing a arti of altar in yoga studio. And doing the arti with the candle, which usually you do it with ghee, deepen, proper quality one. And was yoga teacher, by the way. And after doing the arti, they probably have seen that you do in every temple. They went for everybody. I came to teach my meditation class. They were giving everybody either way take over the deepam, put it over the body. And I was quite shocked. I said, this petroleum fume is not good for you, first of all. And what you're playing is actually not relevant to the arti. So, but it is a foreign music. Who cares? They don't know who participating in the class. It is a bhajan, or is a arti, or it is some hip hop pop that come out of some Bollywood movie. So it is just a word. It depends how you relate with it. Important part, how you relate with it. Every word is absolutely useless. If you cannot understand it, if it does not create any transformation, it doesn't pass any information to you. Remember, 80 to 90% of the time, the what we say, what we hear is all useless. 80 to 90%, I guarantee you. Only 10% of the time is most relevant information you actually consume or you produce. Can you imagine the amount of energy you spend listening and talking? I recommend you Vipassana. Try 10 days. See how do you feel afterward. Or let me be your guidance at the time when you're doing it. I will show you the what Soham means to you. You will find out. So, important part is try to observe the internal silence. Whenever you don't really need to talk, don't talk. When your mind chattering to you, there is nobody listening to you, but you are talking inside. You having a conversation with yourself. How mentally person human have to evolve to the point you're talking to yourself, you're giving answers back to yourself. So lots of time literally having a verbal communication. I'm not talking about just only contemplation. You're literally talking. So your nervous system is so anxious, so stressed. How that person will understand meaning of Soham? Till you have encountered a little bit of internal or eternal awareness, a little bit of peace, of moments of peace, there is a possibility. So don't hold on to the words. I even say that once you finish the training, when you go away, please drop whatever it is in the dustbin. Don't take too much. Too much burden is not good for you. You already have a burden that you have to get enlightened. You get every day buried by it, and you have already have a burden that you are not good enough. That's the biggest burden you have. So what you need to do is start spending some time with yourself, but not in a judgment. That can be a good start. Delaro, do you get what I said?
Yes, thank you.
Does anybody else have any question? Nobody. Okay. Do you remember how many times you may have heard a spirituality? I remember the most of the time human mind, the way we live. I tell you a story. I used to tell quite a lot of stories, but what happened in once in a teacher training program, somebody from Germany, or from where, lost the plot. He said, I don't come here to listen to your stories. I am here to get training. I said, do you miss the purpose? My stories are the training, my friend. My grandfather was my teacher. I'm only saying whatever my grandfather told me. My grandfather still is with me, you know. So they said, no, please, can you just teach and teach what is written on the projector? I said, those slides, they were more worried about slides. I said, please, I can help you make better slides. I said, you are here to learn or to teach me. Then they said, it's an exchange. You teach me, I teach you. I say, I don't, what I'm going to do with those slides? Those slides are useless. I change them every training, every time I do teacher training. Next time you come back, you will have different slides, different information completely. So they were more worried about what says in slide than what I say. I say, I make those slides. I actually have words in them, you know. So whatever I say, this is also very important, but no. Slides, please, no stories. So I stopped telling you stories, but you guys like it today. There was Michael Yellen one day went to a supermarket and he buys things to carry home, but he didn't have a car that day. So he hires a porter to carry his pot of the ghee because he likes ghee. You know ghee? In some countries, ghee means quite wrong word, especially in Ireland. So don't get confused. I'm talking about Indian version of ghee, not Irish version of ghee. So the hires the person carries the pot on his head. I'm talking about 3 incarnations back, Michael Yellen. Not today's Michael. Today's Michael have a car. He will not even hire somebody. He say, I carry myself. So he hires somebody. They're going back. He's in front, a guy, Potter behind. Potter decided what the money I'm going to get from it, I am no longer going to do the Potter's work. I'm going to do my own business. So he said, I'm going to buy the hex with that money. Then after the hex, I will go to the forest, chop some wood. I go to the same market, sell the wood. After the wood I sell, I will buy a goat. Goat will help me eat the leaves of the wood while I chop the wood. And I take the goat's wood, sell the more wood, get more goats. Then I will only do the goat business. I will leave the wood work. Then goats will multiply, sheep will multiply. I will have more sheep, more goats. When they have plenty of them, I will sell all of them. I will go to the market, open a shop. Once I get a shop, then I will have a good business. I will get married. I will have all the possibilities required. I will have children, my grandchildren. And he was really enjoying, Michael Potter was really enjoying a good time. With the Michael was leading the way to go home. Potter got so lost, his grandchildren was playing, pulling his mustache. He got tipped over, dropped the pot. And the Michael go behind the backside, kicks his backside so hard, telling him that you have destroyed my ghee. He dropped on the floor, taking from myself to be healthy and strong. The potter tell Michael, you are worried about your pot of ghee. I have lost my wife. I have lost my grandchildren. I have lost my entire business. I have lost my shop. I have lost absolutely everything. You are worried about pot of ghee. So that is a human nature, my friend. we live too much in projection. We get a little, we make a story of that much. And we start living there without even starting the first step of it. So if you have those ideas, drop them, get real, do yoga, do meditation, and be happy. And listen to me every Saturday. Anyway, thank you. Is everybody good? On that note, we are nearly to the end. Thank you very much. Hari Om.